hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get a dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Dublin Shamrocks and the Buffalo Bills. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This fielded at the 2.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 50, plant. Go.
47's the
move. Draw Parker.
Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Go. Hey. High 7.
47's the mark, boys.
42.
Throwing on first down. Marshall. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Boy, an aggressive play call to start this game. It backfired, but aggressive, no question about that.
Is that one of those statement calls? Trying to let you know that they're going to be aggressive right out of the gate, but that one hung up just a little bit too long. He made a nice play on the ball defensively and was able to pick it off.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on first and 10.
36. Kill.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
You got tight.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here we go, set, 70, Indy.
Go. Check three.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down the middle. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Let's go. Let's do it.
First down and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Let it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running, it's Drake. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Off the play fake. Marshall. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to his tight end, David Njoku. 3rd down here.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Alpha.
From the gun, Marshall. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. The 60 outlaw.
Watch tight end. Everyone's got four down.
Lead grip.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
53's mine. I'm coming.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he gets this one to Woodley complete. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Shift. Check. Hit it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He'll have a first down past the 40. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. 72 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready.
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Got it.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on second and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A well-executed 22-yard gain. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Off play action. Marshall slings this deep from McLaurin. This is caught inside the 15 and all the way down to the 12. And what a big-time play there. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Marshall. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Check Mike 27. Blue there. 47, Mike. 47, Mike. Mike 47. You don't want none.
Looking to throw. Marshall. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll be brought down well short of the first at about the 9-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
At their own 29-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Joker.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Down. 30 base. Hey, Echo.
Check. No.
Hit it.
They'll set up a throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
Go
line.
now. 15 line. 15 line. Set, go.
Back to throw now on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, lock it.
Stop your whining. Check 43.
5.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Here we go on second and 12. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still fourth down upcoming. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. this might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Second and 15. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Set 90 Wolf.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
What?
9, Mike, 9.
Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Bang, 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 bang.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to roam now. And now look at him go. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
On the ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it in for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are back within a single score. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. This will be taken about the 12. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Ready. 8, read.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Safe.
5.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going right side here, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Look at me. Zipper.
Mike, 4.
Ready.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Stepping up, he'll try and run. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Stop short of the goal line. No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 1-yard line.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
You.
He'll pitch it back. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here.
A gain of 9.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. Hawkins, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And a huge play that time. And even 50 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Bravo.
On first and goal, Drake. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down now, it's Hawkins, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Brings up second and 11. At the 20.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11. Second and 11. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
I'm coming for you. You mind? He's coming.
Hey, Delta.
We got double up.
5.
He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And some room to maneuver. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And some space here. Past the 20. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 39 yards there, a big one.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not.
And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's their quarterback. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 15 yards on the play, first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. This is complete to Hawkins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Marshall. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught. And touchdown. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Oh, and he pulled it right. It's no good. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Here we go, here we go. 60 or. Check, 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 check. Check, crunch, crunch. Look at me. Score, score. Check 37. Get it ready.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
We got 4. We got 4.
Wide, 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 get wide.
And to give this time to the tailback. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. The first down line at the 34 here on third down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a two-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. They'll look to throw. 20. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he gets into the end zone for the touchdown. Terry McLaurin with 9 seconds remaining as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. And now the entire season and their dreams of a Super Bowl berth come down to this 2-point conversion. They need it to tie.
Check, 47.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. So, Charles, so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for our entire crew, we'll see you 2 weeks.